Have you ever wondered how animals survive extreme conditions in the wild? Survival, after all, is an art that Mother Nature has perfected over millions of years. From the highest peaks to the deepest seas, from the coldest tundra to the hottest deserts, animals have adapted to survive in every conceivable environment on Earth. But what happens when conditions become extreme? How do animals endure the harshest winters or the most blistering summers? The answer lies in nature's survival strategies, ingenious biological adaptations that animals utilize to withstand the extremes. Two of these strategies that we'll be exploring today are hibernation and brumation. Hibernation is a survival strategy that we often associate with bears curling up in their dens to sleep away the winter. But it's so much more than that. It's a profound state of inactivity, where an animal's metabolic processes slow down significantly to conserve energy. This strategy isn't just limited to bears. Oh no, various mammals, birds, and even insects hibernate during harsh conditions. On the other hand, we have brumation, a similar yet distinct survival strategy used by cold-blooded animals. It's not quite hibernation, but it's not far off either. During brumation, reptiles and amphibians enter a dormant state to survive the cold. But unlike hibernation, these creatures aren't asleep. They're in a state of reduced activity, waiting for the warmth to return. These survival strategies are not just fascinating biological phenomena, but also crucial components of our ecosystems. They affect everything from food chains to patterns of predation, and can even influence the spread of diseases. Understanding these strategies allows us to appreciate the intricate balance of life on Earth and how resilient nature can be in the face of adversity. So, are you ready to embark on this journey? To learn about the incredible ways in which animals endure the rigors of their environments? Let's dive into the fascinating world of survival mechanisms, starting with hibernation. Imagine, if you will, sleeping for months on end, with your body slowing down to a near halt. This isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie, but a real-life phenomenon that occurs every year in the wild. It's called hibernation. Hibernation is a survival strategy employed by many animals to endure the harsh winter months. It's kind of like nature's pause button, a state of deep sleep where an animal's body processes slow down dramatically. So, why do animals hibernate? Well, when the cold weather settles in, food becomes scarce. Instead of wasting energy searching for food, some animals choose to hibernate. By doing so, they greatly reduce their energy needs and can survive on stored fat alone. Now, how does hibernation work? It's all about slowing things down. During hibernation, an animal's metabolism, the process that turns food into energy, slows down significantly. This means they burn less energy and can make their fat stores last the winter. But that's not all. Their body temperature drops too, sometimes to just above the temperature of their surroundings. And their heart rate decreases dramatically, in some cases to only a few beats per minute. Imagine that, a few beats per minute. Let's take bears, for example. In preparation for hibernation, bears eat a huge amount of food and store it as fat. They then retreat to their dens, where they sleep through the winter, their bodies functioning at a mere fraction of their normal rates. And then there are hedgehogs, small creatures that curl up into a ball and drop their body temperature to match their surroundings. They breathe in and out just once or twice every few minutes. A far cry from the hundreds of breaths we humans take every minute, right? Hibernation is indeed a fascinating survival strategy. But there's another one, equally intriguing: brumation. But we'll get to that in a bit. For now, let's marvel at the wonders of hibernation, a testament to nature's ingenuity in the face of adversity. While hibernation is a survival strategy for warm-blooded creatures, cold-blooded ones have a trick of their own: brumation. Just as hibernation is a fascinating survival tactic employed by warm-blooded creatures, brumation is a similar strategy adopted by our cold-blooded friends, like snakes and lizards. So, what exactly is brumation? In essence, it's a hibernation-like state that cold-blooded animals slip into during the colder months. But unlike hibernation, animals in brumation don't sleep the whole time. Instead, their metabolism slows down significantly and their activity levels drop, but they may still move around, eat, and drink occasionally. To better understand this, let's consider the example of snakes. As cold-blooded creatures, snakes can't produce their own body heat, so when winter rolls around, they can't maintain their body temperature and their metabolism starts to slow down. They seek shelter, often in burrows or rock crevices, where they can remain relatively warm and safe. But unlike hibernating animals, snakes will occasionally venture out on warmer winter days for a sip of water or a quick snack. Similarly, lizards also brumate during the winter months. Their activity levels drop drastically, and they might not eat for weeks at a time. However, they will still come out to bask in the sun or drink water when the conditions are right. You might be wondering, why do these animals go through such a process? Well, brumation is all about survival. By slowing down their metabolism and reducing activity, these animals conserve energy. This energy conservation allows them to survive the harsh winter months when food is scarce. In a nutshell, brumation is an incredibly adaptive strategy that cold-blooded animals have evolved to survive extreme conditions. It's a fascinating process that demonstrates the resilience and adaptability of these creatures. Both hibernation and brumation are fascinating adaptations, yet they have broader impacts on the ecosystem. As we delve further into our discussion, we'll take a look at how these survival strategies affect the environment and the other species that share it. These survival strategies don't just benefit the animals that use them, they also have profound effects on the ecosystems they inhabit. Just imagine a world where bears didn't hibernate. Without this long winter nap, bears would need to continue hunting and foraging throughout the winter months, placing additional strain on food resources and potentially disrupting the balance within their ecosystem. When bears hibernate, they're not consuming resources. This allows populations of their prey to remain stable and other species to flourish during the winter months. The same can be said for creatures that brumate. The reduction in activity of these cold-blooded animals allows for a redistribution of resources within the ecosystem. Let's consider a pond ecosystem. When turtles, snakes, and frogs go into brumation, it changes the dynamic of the food chain. Smaller organisms that these reptiles and amphibians usually feed on, like insects and fish, have a chance to increase in numbers. This in turn provides a more abundant food source for other predators in the ecosystem come spring. And it's not just about food chains. Hibernation and brumation also affect predator-prey relationships. The absence of some predators during the winter months can give certain prey species a much-needed reprieve, allowing them to strengthen their numbers. Another fascinating aspect is how these survival strategies contribute to biodiversity. By reducing competition for resources during harsh seasons, hibernation and brumation can help maintain a wide variety of species within an ecosystem. This biodiversity is crucial for ecosystem resilience, enabling it to withstand and recover from a variety of disasters. So while we often marvel at the ability of animals to survive extreme conditions through hibernation and brumation, it's important to remember the wider ecological implications. Each creature in its own unique way contributes to the intricate web of life, shaping and being shaped by the world around it. These survival strategies, while crucial for individual survival, also contribute to the delicate balance of nature. Survival in the wild is no easy feat, but nature always finds a way, doesn't it? We've navigated the fascinating world of hibernation and brumation, two stunning survival strategies that nature has devised. Let's take a moment to revisit these concepts. Hibernation, as we've learned, is akin to pressing the pause button on life. Animals such as bears and groundhogs enter a state of deep sleep to conserve energy when food is scarce. Their heart rate slows, body temperature drops, and metabolic activities come to an almost complete halt. They survive on stored fat reserves, a testament to their body's incredible preparatory mechanisms. On the other hand, brumation, the cold-blooded survival strategy, is utilized by reptiles like snakes and turtles. Their metabolic rate slows down, but unlike hibernation, they don't sleep continuously. On warmer winter days, they may awaken to drink water, only to return to their dormant state. It's a fascinating adaptation that allows them to survive harsh winters when food is unavailable. Now, these aren't just isolated phenomena, they're woven into the fabric of ecosystems, impacting everything from population dynamics to food chains. When animals hibernate or brumate, they reduce their energy consumption, influencing the availability of resources for other species. This balance is crucial to maintaining biodiversity and the health of our ecosystems. Moreover, these survival strategies underscore the resilience and adaptability of life. In the face of extreme conditions, nature devises ingenious ways to persevere. It's a beautiful reminder that life, in all its forms, is interconnected and interdependent. So, the next time the leaves start to fall or the first frost sets in, think about the incredible adaptations happening all around us. Animals, big and small, are preparing for the long sleep or the intermittent pause, ready to emerge when the conditions are right. Next time you think about the changing seasons, remember the incredible adaptations animals have developed to survive and thrive. Until then, keep exploring the wonders of nature around you.